Hello and welcome to another weekly weigh-in video. If you're new here, my name's Rachel and I'm currently losing weight on the one-to-one diet by Cambridge Weight Plan. This was week 14 for me, I believe. Last week I was £1 off my 4 stone and I've got it this week, losing £2. So it's actually my lowest loss since doing plan, but I'm not too worried about it. Had a very, very turbulent week, which I'm going to go into in a minute. And it's also, I'm literally due on my cycle today. So I will take £2. There's no other plan in the world that I would have gone through everything I've been through this last week and come out losing £1. So today's video and the message of today's video is, even when life is going crazy around you and sad things are happening or bad things are happening, really use this plan as a grounding point, because for me that is what this plan does, and it helps when things are getting a little bit out of control around me, just to recenter me back into the here and now and why I'm doing plan. So you may or may not have seen on my stories this week that we very sadly lost a family member. It wasn't really expected. So it was a shock, and it's been really, really sad. We actually went back to visit my mother-in-law, who we'd stayed with last week. She's part of our baby bubble here in Wales, to see some family, offer some support, take a smiley, happy Poppy to try and bring some joy into a really, really sad time. But that did mean that I made the decision to step down to step 1B, because in amongst all of that, I knew step 2 was going to just take too much headspace that I just didn't have to give. So I stepped back down to 1B, which is the easiest plan in the world to me. Now, I did debate going back onto step 2 this week. However, today marks a very big day in my new life, and my new life as a working mum. So today I go back to work. I'm working from home, but you know, it's still back to work, new routine, new daily challenges, new challenges with Poppy, and new schedules that we have to manage. So I've thought about it and I've made the decision to stay on step 1B this week. Now, this isn't to say that I didn't get on with step 2, because if you watched my videos, you knew I really enjoyed step 2. It's purely because I just don't think you should change too much at one time. I think you set yourself up for failure. And it's the same way, like, people sometimes you see will do plan for a couple of weeks, I'll get that first stone off, and then they're like, I'm going to start the gym, I'm going to do a marathon, I'm going to take up a new hobby, I'm going to look for new jobs, I'm going to do, and it's too much, it's way too much at once, and then you ultimately fall off and you feel like a failure because you can't juggle 15 plates at one time, when actually it's just that too much happened at once for you to adjust and make it part of your day-to-day without it feeling like a massive effort. So I'm going to step back down to 1B this week, purely for simplicity. 4 products a day, don't have to weigh anything, don't have to measure anything, don't have to think about anything, just have those 4 products a day, and then I'll see where I am next week and may step back up, or I may just stay on 1B for the foreseeable. It's what I know, it works well, and I don't want to jeopardise anything by trying to run before I can walk when I've got so many other changes going on in my life. So yeah, that is the plan. Fingers crossed it works. I'm hoping for like a bit of a whoosh next week, I'll be honest, because I feel like I've kind of petered around. I've not had like a big loss, and don't get me wrong, I don't think you need to have massive losses on this plan week on week. You know, realistically, you only have to lose £3.5 a week, and that's your stone a month. It's consistency that's key with plan, but I wouldn't mind. Like, I really wouldn't mind like a nice loss next week. I'm 1 stone £3 away from the lightest I got on plan before and my pre-pregnancy weight. So like, I'm gunning for that. So if I could get a nice chunk off this week, that would be really, really, really good. But like I said, we'll see what happens. Other things I'm trying this week is, I tried yesterday, you may have seen, oh, sorry if you can see the sun coming through. I'm filming this at like 7 in the morning because I am not going to get any at the time today. So the sun is rising, it's beautiful, but it's also very, very bright. I'll try coming this way a little bit. There we go, a bit better. I also tried this week the jelly sweet, amazing. Now, I did use the Mix and Mousse, which isn't vegetarian. we are like mainly pescatarian in this household, but it's purely because of my husband's health. So I will occasionally, if I go out, eat meat or what have you. And I've tried looking for veggie, oh, the sun. I have tried looking for veggie gelatin, there we go. And I just haven't been able to find any that I think are gonna work well or that have turned out well. So yeah, used the mixed moves. They were absolutely amazing. They were so filling. Like, I ate half of them last night watching the TV and I couldn't eat anymore, I was full. So that was a very surreal feeling because I'm used to being able to like chow down on like family-sized bags of like dairy milk, Pringles, like the lot, and then like I ate half of them, was like, oh my gosh, I'm actually full here. So yeah, that was a surreal but nice feeling to have. So yeah, I am going to bring those in this week. It's a nice little treat at the end of the day because obviously I've got like new stresses, I guess. This is a new working environment for me. This wasn't what it was like when I left work back in March. I'm used to being in an office and having like my team around me, and now I'm kind of remotely managing. It's going to be really weird, but new challenge. I'm not nervous about it. Like, I'm very open-minded to it, very excited for it, but yeah, I kind of don't know how it's gonna, the impact of that stress on how I'm gonna feel, or like tiredness. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of myself this week, taking it back to basics. That's the message of this week, back to basics. If you've had Easter and you've come off, you know, for any reason, or you find it stressful, back to basics this week. Your products, your water, keep it simple. There's really no need to make it complicated. And simplicity and consistency are the winning combination. They will get you to goal. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna try this week. And I'm sure next week I will be, well, I hope I'm saying, oh, I've had a 4 or 5 pound loss. Fingers crossed, we'll see. We shall see. But yeah, thank you so much for everyone's lovely messages regarding my stories and the week that we've had. Fingers crossed for a good week this week. And I will keep you updated on my stories throughout the week on how I'm getting on with work. If anyone's got any tips on work and products and what you do, let me know. But I hope everyone else has a fabulous week and keeps it simple. Product, water, repeat.